watching a changing of the guard here. Two young guys, the 25-year-old Jason Wright, 26-year-old Stephen Richards. This is their first Bathurst win, and Stephen Richards and Jason Wright win the FAI 1000 Classic. There is Jason Wright. 2 days of coverage. The race has been special, and we hope you'll join us next time as a major season of motorsport concludes. Bye for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please congratulate the 2013 winners of the Super Cheap Auto Bathurst 1000 for Pepsi Max Crew FPR Ford, Mark Winterbottom and Stephen Richards.
Stephen Richards fourth. A great day for Red Bull Racing. Their first Bathurst win since 2012. It means a huge amount. The crowd cheering.
Okay, so there's two teams. There's our Porsche Carrera Cup team, which is very important to us, that we started. It's our family team, Laser Racing, and then there's the Team Vortex. It's always a bit of a challenging weekend for us up there with the Porsche and the V8 Supercar, but luckily for us, we've got such great people that work in our team. You know, the ultimate achievement is always to try and to think that you can win the race up there, and I'd love to do that in the Porsche. I almost did it 2 years ago. The V8's really hard. It depends on what sort of day you have. If you have a really good day with the team gel and we all work really well together, it would be great. But the best part of that, if we do happen to be that lucky combination and the lucky team to win the race, it'll be the first time we do that with you kids there as well. So that'll be pretty cool.
I'm the tyre technician and the general team assistant.
What do you hope we achieve this year?
Hopefully for the V8s, top of the step, and the Porsches also a good result, and maybe top of the step as well.
This year my job in the team is social media manager, so I'll be running all the social media for Laser Racing, so the Instagram account and the Facebook, and I'll be doing daily updates on that. This year I hope that we get a good result in both the Porsche and the V8, hopefully podium and a win of course, and that we come home with a good result and that we're happy and proud of Dad and Craig, so yeah.
Friggin' spot that's moving it. It's weird. The further away you are, the faster it is. You want to talk to me? I hate everyone.
They're almost getting
So cold. The sport. You hang on the wall. Yes. Pulls up.
Go, Steve!
And the crowd fight.
Yeah.
Boys.
Jumping like he did.
So this is a video that Alaska has.
Not me, just me.
Alaska and I, mostly from Alaska, have prepared our pre-Bathurst videos, so
Cool.
yeah, enjoy.
All right. Good job. Good girl.
I'm Clay, I'm 16 years old.
I'm Zane, I'm 10 years old. I'm Jet, and I'm 12 years old.
First memory of Bathurst, 2013. 12.
I'm not gonna lie, 2012 too. Yeah, 2013. I remember that last lap mainly. 2015, I remember a bit more of it, going from them being in the lead, then that rain session that put them a bit further back.
What about when you saw Uncle Steve after he won?
I jumped up and hugged him, like he hugged Lindsay. I felt pretty amazed.
What will you guys do if we get the result that we all want to get this year? You got to give us something on tape and you got to commit to it. Give us lockdown.
I would literally drive my go-kart up to Bathurst. Run around the house, maybe do an Uber run, chance.
I don't know, I'll probably run to the podium, give Dad a hug.
Yeah. What is your earliest Bathurst memory?
Probably 2012 when we were with Frosty. I don't remember too much, but I remember staying at the house, and I remember the day as well when we sat in the garage and watched the race.
Same, because I remember when we were sliding down the hill on the carboard. Yeah. So if you two were co-driver and main driver, what would your preparation be from Thursday to Sunday?
Well, I'd be the main driver. Probably sleep a lot, yeah.
What do you plan on doing on the day of Bathurst?
Probably I'll panic a bit. I'm very passionate. I get intense. 2013 was amazing. 99 was incredible for me because I missed out on 98 and it was Steve's first win.
How many TVs will be on during?
How many TVs? Yeah. I reckon we'll probably have at least 6 TVs in the house going. We've got the lounge room, we've got outside. There'll be one in the toilet, there'll be one in the kitchen. There'll be one in the end room, that'll be on. And where was the other one? Near the barbecue, because that one there you can't really see, so I'm going to have another one there in the hallway. So I'd say probably 6 tallies. This here, yeah, good times. 2016, it is time for our boys to do it again. Go Richo, go Lounsey. Good times.
One day here, the next day gone. Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind. There's a world outside the darkened door where blues won't haunt you anymore. With a brave heart, free lover's soul, come ride with me to the distant shore. We won't hesitate, break down the garden gate. There's not much time left today. Life is a highway.
My job in the team is booking flights, accommodation. So a lot of it's done before we get to a track. A lot of it's just getting things prepared at home to be able to go away. Washing and getting animals looked after and getting kids sorted out. And
what do you hope we achieve this year at Bathurst?
Well, a win would be great. A win in both, a win in the Porsche Carrera Cup and also the Supercars.
So, Mr. Mayor, you have the honours with the gentleman who won the race last year to unveil. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. School holidays, great that everyone could come to today. Makes this event so much bigger. Well, as we do know, and there are people in the crowd, I dare say, that come from all over Australia. There will be people here from Western Australia, Queensland. I've never had the opportunity to tell you this. That pass on bow up into turn 2 in 94. How good was that, ladies and gentlemen?
Actually, Barry and I, not long ago, actually when we raced here at the 12 hour, that basically we had to talk about that, and he was about a half a lap away from actually running out of fuel as well, so we would have been really...
Of course, you guys, a lot of people are saying these are the favourites. I've got to, do it back to back. Can you do it? Can you?
Oh look, I mean we're definitely in contention. There's no question about that. But
There's 50 odd other drivers out there with exactly the same momentum.
But Labor says a royal commission into the sector is still needed. Political editor Michael Packer.
It was great for him to get some time on the track in the lead up to the 12 hours. So, yeah, really disappointed.
Let's go East.
Really, but you've realised you had because you got straight out of it, and then you've gone back up to your peak again. So.
Endurance racing Supercars Dunlop Series.
Just an so.
You see my start?
Yeah, it was a good start. I thought you would have.
I was feeling good on race day. We had a great result in Porsche to finish second in the the curtain raiser for the V8 Supercar race.
I'm always really nervous, particularly in the lead up to the start of the race.
How was I feeling with that Bathurst? Really nervous.
On the day of Bathurst, I woke up just like it was another race day, and then of course kind of when I started to get up and get moving, I was like, okay, it's Bathurst day, and then that's when the nerves started to kick in and I got really nervous.
Now full of Tic Tacs. But that's what makes us classy.
So say your names and who you're married to.
Lara Michelle Lowndes, married to Craig Andrew Lowndes. Angela Jane Richards, married to Stephen James Richards.
So how has the week been so far?
Busy, good, getting better. Getting better. Cold, then warm, then nice, quite temperate really. Cardigan on, cardigan off. I do appreciate it. It's skivvy, but it's in, so it's nice. Yeah. Small. Thank you for watching us morning.
How are you feeling about today?
Nervous. No, yeah. Sweating race blades. Oh, hang on. Behind the scenes. Oh, boys around. Oh, I love you. Oh, yeah. Would you like something?
What do you hope we achieve today?
Trophy. Boom. I've got a busted ankle. I want to be running down to that podium. Happy days. I'll carry you. Can you piggyback me? Yeah, now. I'll pay for the physio. Is that what Dad's in that one? Oh no, they've taken their cars back. They're not letting people. Are they waiting for you? Might be waiting for
Waking up to ash and dust, I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breathing in the chemicals. I'm breaking in, shaping up, then checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones, enough to make my system blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. I'm
pretty nerve-wracking time, the start of the biggest motor race of the year, the Bathurst 1000. And naturally the hope was all eyes were on where Craig was, because he was back in the grid a little bit. And he had a good clean start, made up I think 3 or 4 places on the first lap, so that was as good as it gets, and then the race settled down pretty quickly from there.
And now Craig Lau's just signalled to me using his gear lever hand, that the car is stuck in 6th gear. Stephen Richards stuck in 6th gear.
So that's going to put a significant delay into their day. It's very difficult.
I saw on the TV, I saw Dad slowing, and then as soon as I saw that, I just knew it was game over. We'll try again next year.
Lara came and told us that we had to move to back, and I wasn't really sure why, but I got up and then she said the car was coming in, and as soon as she said that, I knew that it wasn't good.
It was initially just that sort of everyone out of the garage, a fair bit of, you know, happening, and then Craig, I think, told me that Dad had an issue.
Yeah, it's funny because you know the race is so competitive that you can't afford to have any issues, whether it be a flat tyre or a rubber wall or a panel, or so I knew straight away that when the gear lever broke, that would be really the end of our day, so to speak, while we fixed it. But by the same token, it's not just about that one race. There's a championship on the line, and for Craig to ensure that he scored some points to maintain his position, it was important that we got that gear lever fixed and got out on track. And as it turned out, at the time we were 25th when the gear lever broke, because we'd lost a lot of laps, and we ended up 15th. So it was well worth getting back out there and scoring those points.
Completely unexpected. Like the first half of the race, nothing really happened. Like Jamie got a 40-second lead, and he was maintaining that, and then all of a sudden, second half of the race is chaos.
That's the reason. So Rick has locked a brake violently on the right front guy for the 33, but at the same time, obviously this issue was down the working lane more than the length of 2 pit bays from its own pit bay without merging.
Over there. Just like that.
Oh, that's a big one. And it's well buried down there.
He goes, he's into the side of him. They run into each other. He's blocked out brake. He's going to redress.
But look at this.
No, they're all gone. They're all gone. Tander's off. McLaughlin's off. The redressing's caused that.
But what actually happens is that, so just you can see it. They've gone in very fast.
It was confusing at first, but in my opinion, I don't reckon Jamie should have got a penalty. But that's how it goes. It was just change of story for the whole race.
It was all pretty confused. Like there was all that news about if Jamie was going to get the trophy or not. But yeah, I was happy for the Techno team. They did really well.
Felt quite deflated, quite I don't know, disappointed, tired.
Yeah, it was a bit deflated. You know, we went into the race with a view to trying to win it and stand on the podium, and then to effectively be out of the race so soon. That was pretty disappointing. But you know, we've been there and had disappointments in the past, and you just have to look forwards and see what the next race brings. But you know, I'll be back there next year, and we'll have another go at winning next year.
Left my heart to the disciples round K-San, and my soul was sold with my cigarettes to the black market man. I had the Vietnam cold turkey from the ocean to the Silver City, and it's only other vets could understand about the long forgotten dark side guarantees. How there were no V-Day heroes in 1973. How we sailed into Sydney Harbor. I saw an old friend but I couldn't kiss her. She was lying the night